An international tug-of-war is playing out on a farmer's field in eastern Ukraine tonight. That's where a group of monitors is trying to get to the wreckage of Malaysia Flight 17 and find the black box. The plane was shot out of the sky on Thursday. There are fears the evidence is being compromised. The West accuses Russia of blocking access. The Russian-backed rebels say they're not interfering with anything. For the families of the dead, the pain is gut-wrenching. We'll get to some of their heartbreaking stories in a moment, but we begin with the scramble to access the crime scene. Global National's Mike Armstrong is in Ukraine tonight. Mike?
Well, Robin, the big issue today is the security of the crash site. The area is still under the control of rebel forces, and Ukrainian officials have no access. Some civilians have been allowed on site to help, but everything they collect is handed over to rebels. That includes debris from the wreckage, the black boxes, and the bodies. The rebels will not say what has been found or where anything is being moved. Ukraine's prime minister did send aviation officials to the site, but says they were quickly turned around and were not allowed to collect or analyze any evidence.
They allowed to stay for less than an hour at the crash site, and these guerrillas urged to leave the crash site. Otherwise, they claimed to make these agents hostages.
A small group of international observers returned to the scene for a second day today. They say there are experts there claiming to be working for the Donetsk People's Republic. This is a Canadian observer speaking from the crash site.
The new development today was that they are what they described as experts, so-called experts here. They brought body bags with them, and they're moving the bodies at least to the side of the road. As far as we can tell, no bodies have been moved beyond the crash site. Some of the body bags are open, and the damage to the corpses is very, very bad. It's very, very difficult to look at.
The bodies have now been in the fields exposed to the summer heat for 2 days. Frustration is growing. Malaysia is calling on all parties to allow an investigation to proceed.
The integrity of the site has been compromised, and there are indications that vital evidence has not been preserved in place.
Now, Ukrainian officials are releasing more information into their investigation. They say they intercepted orders from Russian intelligence telling rebels to move their Buk M1 surface-to-air missile systems out of Ukraine back to Russia. They were moved, they say, overnight the day after the crash.
Terrorists possessed at least 3 Buk M1, because 3 of them trespassed illegally Ukrainian border.
Now, the crash has not calmed the security situation in the region at all. Pro-Russian forces and the Ukrainian military continue to fight. According to an official, 5 Ukrainian soldiers were killed and 20 injured in the last 24 hours.